Sifu isn't just a fighting game, but an engrossing lesson in risk versus reward. It's a stylish single-player action brawler where every punch, every kick, block, parry, dodge, and glass bottle crunched into a skull matters. It's a thinker, like an old-school arcade beat-em-up, and it's effortlessly cool, like any one of the myriad of Chinese martial art films it's inspired by. Button bashers beware though, Sifu will eat you up and spit you out faster than an ankle-snapping ground counter, swiftly followed by a crooked foot takedown. These expert maneuvers may not mean much to the uninitiated, those green-horned half-pints to whom age is just a number, but to the grizzled, digital kung fu veterans among us, those who've earned their grey hairs, who fight with one foot in the grave by way of Sifu's exquisite aging mechanic. Expanding one's combat repertoire is vital to keeping our heads above water. During our 10 hours or so with Sifu from start to finish, we became so well acquainted with death that we'd have no qualms in calling up the Reaper himself and inviting him out for a pint of Tsingtao. In other less capable games, being forced to restart time and time again might have us turned off, but Sifu frames death in such a compelling way, we couldn't wait to dust ourselves down and hit rise to go again. In Sifu, every time you die, you age. Rising from the ashes sees you reincarnate on the spot. But while you start off as a plucky, fresh-faced 20-year-old, you could be shown the door to eternity as a punch-drunk geriatric 75-year-old after too many missteps. With each death, your death counter jumps up a notch, meaning your next demise might cost you 2 years, or 3, or 4, or even more, depending on how many times you've slumped to the assault. With age, you become stronger, but less vitalic. And while there are a few ways to slow the hands of time, besides the obvious, being shit hot at martial arts, the most obvious happens in real time, where you juggle your tactics on the fly, where you commit to offense and defense as each melee dictates, and where you consider every single decision in battle with half an eye on how it might impact your future. Let your guard down too often, and that future can come at you fast. The past, on the other hand, is what drives Sifu's narrative. After watching your father murdered in cold blood as a child, killed at the hand of his former protege, you swear revenge on the gang leader Yang and his motley crew of nefarious agents. Your quest to avenge your old man unfolds over the course of the same in-game day, against bosses who leverage an array of special abilities and fighting styles. It's a thrilling ride that's Kill Bill meets Kojima, with an eye-watering art style akin to Slowclap's previous game, Absolver. Whereas its predecessor was rooted in PvP though, Sifu is solely a single-player affair, and adopts more of a fluid approach to XP skill trees and unlockable special moves. These special moves can be unlocked on a one-off basis within each of the game's 5 respective locations, or can permanently be secured across the board by being purchased and repurchased a preset number of times. This once again underlines the gravity of decision-making in Sifu. Do you splash all of your XP on this move or that one? Do you double down on one specific combo to unlock it permanently? Or do you spread your skills across a number of movesets, knowing that if you do wind up pushing daisies, you'll need to spend more XP to buy it back again further down the line? How you handle these choices can and will have a tangible impact on your success as you fight for every single one of your lives. Sifu's combat isn't just fun, it's satisfying, nuanced, and intuitive. It oozes charisma and it's damn challenging too. Players can expect to unleash over 150 moves through a variety of combos, some of which involve the use of environmental weapons such as wooden staffs, table legs, bricks, bottles, baseball bats, katanas, malleable iron pipes, and many, many more. A stamina-like focus bar builds up with every successful block you make in action, while leaving you vulnerable each time you get struck as it empties. Enemies leverage the same precautious line of defense, who, upon having their own focus broken, are given incapacitating takedowns that are rewarding and gratifying in equal measure. There perhaps isn't quite as much environmental manipulation in Sifu's full release as was showcased during prior demo events. Enemy types also lack variety beyond the regularly built, super tall, and super strong variants. But when the world around you looks so damn gorgeous, and when the unforgiving but never unfair combat within is so enjoyable, that's an easier pill to swallow. We give Sifu 4.5 out of 5 stars. We reviewed Sifu on the PlayStation 5 with a code provided by the publisher. Thanks for watching this Sifu video review. If you enjoyed it, drop a like, and remember to subscribe to GamesRadar for all the latest game reviews, news, and guides.